Today we're going to learn about critical versus creative thinking. This is chapter 7. Critical thinking is the active, persistent, and careful consideration of belief or form of knowledge. It includes analysis and judgment about ideas, conditions that support beliefs, and the conclusion that follows. Critical thinking involves analyzing and evaluating one's own thinking and of others. It is subject to intellectual standards including clarity, accuracy, precision, relevance, significance, depth, breadth, logic, and fairness. Creative thinking is the generation of new ideas within or across disciplines. It draws upon or breaks rules and procedures in those disciplines and actively engages students in bringing together existing ideas into new configuration, developing new properties and possibilities for something that already exists and discovering or imagining something entirely new. Standard for judging creative thinking includes originality, appropriateness, flexibility, and contribution to the domain. Creative thinking involves searching for meaningful new connection by generating many unusual, original, and varied possibilities as well as detail that expand and enrich possibilities. Critical thinking, on the other hand, involves examining possibilities carefully, fairly, constructively, focusing your thoughts and action by organizing and analyzing possibilities, refining and developing most promising possibility, ranking, prioritizing options, and choosing certain options. Generating many possibilities is not enough by itself to help solve a problem. Similarly, if you rely on focusing alone, you may have too few possibilities from which to choose. Effective problem solver must think both creatively and critically, generating options focusing on their thinking. Both generating and focusing involve learning and applying certain guidelines, attitudes, of habits of mind that support effective thinking and tools. Let's first look at the guideline for generating and focusing, then consider number specific tools. Here another version of same concept. Creative thinking is making and communicating connection to think of many possibilities. Think and experience in various ways, use different points of view, think of new and unusual possibilities, and guide in generating and selecting alternatives. Critical thinking is analyzing and developing possibilities to compare and contrast many ideas, improve and refine ideas, make effective decision and judgment, and provide some foundation for effective action. Creative thinking: imagine, invent, change, design. Critical thinking: analyze, break down, compare, categorize, list, sequence, rank. When these two meet is where problem solving happen. Improve, design, refine, find, invent criteria. Critical thinking is analytical. Creative thinking is generative. It generates. Convergence is divergence. Vertical, lateral, probability, possibility, judgment, suspended judgment, hypothesis testing, hypothesis forming, objective, subjective, answer, and answer, close, open-ended, linear, associative, reasoning, speculating, logic, intuition, yes, but, yes, and. Critical and creative thinkings are perhaps most fundamental skills involved in making judgment and solving problems. They are some most important skills I have ever developed. I use them every day and continue to work to improve them both. The ability to think critically about a matter, to analyze a question, situation, or problem down to its very basic part is what helps us evaluate the accuracy, truthfulness of statement, claims, and information we read and hear. Is this the sharp knife that, when honed, separates facts from fiction, honesty from lie, the accurate from the misleading? We are all use this skill to one degree to another almost every day. For example, we use critical thinking every day as we consider the latest consumer of products and why one particular product is the best among its peers. It is quality product because its celebrity endorse it, because a lot of people may use it, because it is made by one company versus another, or perhaps because it made by one country or another. These are questions representative of critical thinking. The academic setting demands more of us in terms of critical thinking than everyday life. It demands we evaluate information and analyze a myriad of issues. It is the environment where our critical thinking skills can be difference between success and failure. In this environment, we must consider information as analytical, critical manner. We must ask questions. What is the source of this information? Is this source an expert one, or what makes it so? Are there multiple perspectives to consider an issue? Do multiple sources agree, disagree on the issue? Does quality research substantiate information or opinion? Do I have any personal bias that may affect this consideration of information? It is only through purposeful, frequent, intentional questioning such as this we can sharpen our critical thinking skill. Improve our as students, learners and researchers. Developing my critical thinking skills over 20 years period as a student in higher education enabled me to complete quantitative dissertation. While critical thinking analyses information and roots of the true nature and facet of problem, it is creative thinking that drives progress forward when it comes to solving problems. Exceptional creative thinkers are people that invent new solutions to existing problems that do not rely on past or current solutions. They are the ones who invent solutions. When everyone else is arguing between A and B, creative thinking skill involves using strategies to clear the mind so that our thoughts and ideas can transcend the current limitation of a problem and allow us to see beyond barriers, prevent new solutions to be found. Brainstorming is the simplest example of intentional creative thinking that most people have tried at least once. With quick generation of many ideas, once we can block out our brain natural tendency to limit our solution generating abilities so we can access and combine many possible solutions, thoughts and invent sites and we keep going if we choose. As critical thinking, higher education both demand creative thinking from us and the perfect place to practice develop the skill. Everyone from work problem in math class to opinion persuasive speeches papers call upon our creative thinking skill to generate new solution and perspective in response to our professors' demand. Creative thinking will ask such questions: what if, why not, what else out there can I combine perspective solution, what is something that no one else have brought up, what is being forgotten, what about this is opening doors and option to follow problem identification. Consider an assignment that require you to compare two different author or topic of education. Select defend one as better. Now add to the scenario your professor clearly prefer the author covered over the other, while the critical thinking can get you as far as identifying similarities between this author and merit. Is creative thinking that you must use when to challenge your professor's opinion and invent new perspective authors have not previously considered. So, what can we do to develop our critical and creative thinking? Although many students may dislike a group work is an excellent way to develop our thinking skill. This is why I give you group work. Many times I've heard from students that disdain for working in group based on scheduling, very level of commitment to group project, personality conflicts too. True, it is not always easy, but why it is so effective? We can work collaboratively on a project or problem. We bring many brains to bear on subject. These different brains will naturally develop varying ways of solving or explaining problem and examining information. To the observant individual, we see that these places are constant state of back and forth critical creative thinking modes. For example, in a group work, we are simultaneously analysing information and generating solution on our own, while challenging other analysis ideas in responding to challenges of our ideas. In part of why students tend to avoid group work, it challenges us thinkers and forces to analyse others while defending ourselves, which is not something we are used to or comfortable as most of our education experience involves solo work. Your professor know this. This is why we assign it to help grow students, learners and thinkers. So that's all for today. See you next week.